You've been fed a lie your entire life. They told you that being a good man means being harmless, agreeable, quiet. They taught you that virtue is softness and that conflict is something only bad men create. And you believed it. Most men do. But look at where that definition of good has taken you. People walk over you because they know you won't push back. You swallow your anger until it turns into poison. You convince yourself that silence is maturity, but deep down you know the truth. You weren't being peaceful, you were being defenseless. A harmless man is not a good man. A harmless man is just powerless. If you're incapable of violence, if you cannot stand firm, if you have no edge, then your so-called peacefulness isn't virtue. It's just the absence of capability. You're not calm. You're defenseless. The modern world loves men like this. Men who don't push back, men who don't challenge anything, men who stay silent while everything around them falls apart. Because harmless men don't challenge anything. They don't defend themselves. They don't disrupt the system. But here's the dark truth no one wants to admit. Order only exists when someone strong is capable of chaos. Think about the last moment when you stayed quiet, even though every part of you knew you should have spoken. You told yourself you were keeping the peace. You weren't. You were afraid. Afraid of conflict. Afraid of judgment. Afraid of being seen as dangerous. But look at the men who shaped the world, not the philosophers you see quoted online, but real, complex men. The ones who led with calm precision in public, yet held a ruthless resolve beneath the surface. The ones who could break a man in half, but spent their lives mastering control instead. The ones who carried a warrior's heart, even while speaking with gentleness. These were not harmless men. They weren't quiet. They weren't agreeable. They had the power to unleash chaos, yet they chose restraint. That's what made them virtuous, not softness, not submission, but the combination of strength and discipline, the ability to inflict damage matched with the wisdom to hold back, dangerous but self-controlled. Real virtue isn't the absence of teeth. Real virtue is having the sharpest teeth in the room and choosing not to bite. That is true order. That is controlled power. And I know you feel it too. That fire in your chest when someone crosses a line. That heat in your bloodstream when you see injustice. But every time it rises, you push it down because you want to be civilized, because you want to be liked. Stop burying your shadow. Integrate it. You should be a monster first, then learn how to control it. A man who hasn't embraced his darker nature can't control it. He can only fear it. A man cannot claim to be good if he has never confronted the part of himself capable of destruction. A man who fears his own darkness will always live a life built by other people. Being ruthless doesn't mean you're cruel. It means you're clear. Ruthless with your time. Ruthless with your standards. Ruthless with any person who drains your energy or disrespects your boundaries. And the moment you stop begging for approval, you become dangerous. Not because you hurt anyone, but because no one can manipulate you anymore. The world has enough harmless men, enough quiet men, enough men who are afraid of their own shadow. What the world is starving for are dangerous men who choose to be good. Men who have mastered their aggression. Men who move with power, not permission. Men who carry order inside them because they have made peace with their chaos. If you're ready to stop being harmless, if you're ready to become that version of yourself, then you must understand where that transformation begins. It begins in solitude. Because a man cannot become dangerous if he cannot stand alone. A man cannot build order if he has never sat with his disorder. A man cannot wield power unless he has learned to trust himself. Share what this message meant to you in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay sharp, stay steady, stay strong.